I welcome here today Amanda Barchard, who's here, who was a server in Coburg and who was a victim of a tip-out ripoff by her former employer. And I mean that she complained and found herself without a job the next day.
When we opened our doors a few weeks ago, we learned that 4% of our total sales for the night should be handed over to our owner exclusively.
Most managers don't take a percentage of the tip itself. What they do is they charge the employees a percentage of gross. So if the bill is $100 and they take 5% of gross, which is $5, whether the employee gets a tip or not. You know, and I also forgot to talk about Dine and Dash. Many restaurants, if somebody eats a meal and doesn't pay, that goes directly to the server, and the server has to pay that out of their meager wages, which, remember everybody, is less than minimum wage.
I don't believe that owners or managers have any right to take money that's been hard-earned by the employees. They are on their feet all day, even if they're only working 4 or 5 hours. The owners and managers also have this habit of taking a breakage fee. So if you drop a dish, you know, they're taking a percentage of whatever to cover that broken dish. It's a cost of doing business. And even things that are in the labor code where dine and dash or cash shortages are illegal and written down as illegal for management to take, it's taken anyways. And unfortunately, the employees do not complain because they're afraid of losing their jobs.
I received a phone call about 3 years ago from a woman who was my constituent and who worked in one of the restaurants in the beach. And she was very upset that a portion of her wages, in that case 5% of gross sales, was being taken off her, whether she got a tip or not. And I told her that obviously was illegal, that I would investigate and I'd call the Ministry of Labor on her behalf and we would make sure she got her money back. Well, to my horror, she was absolutely right. There was nothing that could be done because the Ministry of Labor told me that tips are not wages and we can't investigate this. The employer can take all of it if he wants.
For example, every $100 that I sell at the restaurant, my owner is expecting $4. On a typical busy night at this particular restaurant, you would likely sell about $1,000. That means that $40 of my tip money had to be handed over to my boss. I only make about $40 to $50 a night in wages. So if I'm selling anything over $1,000, I've just worked the entire night for free.
To take the tips off them is to literally take the bread out of their hand.
We're taking advantage of people, some of whom are students, single mothers, people with maybe not as much education, who have limited job opportunities, and we're marginalizing them and keeping them even further below a standard of living that they earn the right to have as servers.
It's like the Sheriff of Nottingham coming and fleecing you down for taxes when you've already paid your taxes. I don't know how else to put it.
If you have to take money from the employees to pad your bottom line, then you shouldn't be in business.
The bill has one operative sentence. It says, tips and other gratuities, 14.1. An employer shall not take any portion of an employee's tips or other gratuities. That's the bill.